and welcome to the third game of the second round of this year's Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup for 2026. My name is Jack Hebron, and today we are playing Canada versus Qatar in the afternoon session of round 2 on the first day of round 2. Canada was able to beat Mexico behind Paul Pasqualito and Bunbury. And with a red card for Radzinski, he has been replaced by Kush. So let's get started. Alright. Since it's still an afternoon match, it's going to be very hot. And we're going to stick with the Canadians. Alright, let's get started. Qatar starts with the ball. And we're underway. Shambi has it. Passes back to Al-Kawari. Al-Kawari gets it back from Shambi. Kush, making his first appearance this tournament, passes to Miller. He's going to pass back to Corzin, who really helped cement the Canada victory over Mexico. Rashid gets it, passes it to Nasser Ali. Unger. Frazier. Kawari gets it back. Watson does a great tackle. And Kawari, though, returns it. Kawari again. Frazier. Aguilar has it. Bunbury, who really helped the Canadians seal their win over Mexico, has the ball. Coming in. Rashid just takes the ball away from him. 8 minutes in, it's still 0-0. It's really a fight in the midfield. Shambi gets it now, passes it to Hassan. Watson does a great job of sticking his foot out to prevent play. Nasser Ali just reads the telegraph pass. Aziz Hassan gets it now. Frazier gets it after a vicious tackle from the Canadians on Aziz Hassan. Aguilar passes it to Bunbury. Ahmed, the Qatari goalkeeper, catches Bunbury's shot. Samuel has it now, passes it out to Al-Kawari. Corzin does a great job of making a clean tackle. Passes it back to Kush. Passes it on to Paul Pasqualito. Pesky-Solito, actually. Sorry, again. If I get these names wrong, I apologize. Canada has had 51% of the possession, but really it has been a very close game here. Shambi gets the ball off the throw-in. Forrest, the Canadian goalkeeper, makes a great save. Boots the ball. Solito gets it. Passes it on to Kush. Stopped in the Qatari 18. Aziz Salem gets it back. Bunbury gets it, takes a shot. Shot on goal, but it's stopped by the keeper. Alright, fantastic game so far. Just great, close, clean play by all. Kush gets it. Passes it on to Corzin, who boots it up the field. Other matches today have included Turkey's tough win over Sweden and the Ivory Coast Tunisia game that went to penalty. Bunbury scores for Canada, putting them up 1-0, 30 minutes in. And it's now 1-0 Canada. Let's watch this replay. Bunbury gets it on the wing, cuts back, cuts into the 18, jukes past the defender, and fires just past. There it is, in. 1-0, 30 minutes in. Kush does a great job of stopping the ball, rolls it back to Samuel, who then passes back to Kush, gets it down to Bunbury, who passes it over to Pasqualito. He's going to run it in. Ahmed's going to make the play. 35 minutes in. Al-Kawari gets the ball. Pasqualito really does a great job of trapping the ball at his feet. And is going to fire one just over the crossbar. Canada has really been controlling the offensive play, but Qatar has done a great job of keeping the ball in there in the midfield to the Canadian end when need be. At some point, they might just score. Kush does a great job of stopping the ball, but Aziz Salem gets it downfield to Shambi. Samuel does a fantastic job of stopping the play, disrupting the play even, booting it to that, so now we get a throw-in. 51% possession for Canada. Miller's going to get it over to Kush. He's going to pass it to Samuel. He's going to pass it to Corzin. Back to Kush. Pasqualito gets it now and is going to move. Rashid steals the ball off of him. And that's the end of the first half. So with 45 minutes played, it is now 1 goal for Canada with 5 attempts on goal, 4 shots on target, no corners, no fouls, and Qatar has done absolutely nothing in the Canada 18. Alright. Canada will start the second half with the ball. Pasqualito passes it to Bunbury, who's going to run it downfield. Go out wide, come back in, take the shot. Bunbury scores! 46 minutes. And 2-0 up goes Canada. Just a perfect play off the starting ball. Just is able to move around the defender. Flicks it in. 2-0 Canada. Samuel gets it, passes it to Aguiar. Passes it to Bunbury. Looking for a hat trick here. Six shots on target for the Canadians, but the Qatari goalkeeper stops it. Ahmed gets ready to toss the ball out, or now he's going to boot it downfield. Drop kick, perfect shot. Gets it down there. Rashid stops play in the midfield. Passes it back to the goalkeeper, Forrest. He's going to boot it back up field. Now, Canada could just play defense for the rest of this match. But if they score one more goal, they could just pack it in. Nasser Ali gets it back downfield for the Qataris, but the Canadians will get it back. Samuel does a great job of trapping the ball, except he passes it to Shambi. Miller just poke checks pretty much the ball out from him. Samuel gets it back. Al-Kawari Forrest boots it downfield. Peshki Solido gets it. Was going to pass to Bunbury, but Aziz Salem gets in the way. Bunbury is marked offside. Play stops. The Qataris get the ball. An indirect free kick is about to be taken. Four games to... Yeah, let's go. Just as a reminder, this is only the second round. We have the round of 32 coming up after this. And yeah, it's going to be interesting next week when we have 16 games. We have 8 games this week. 4 on Monday, 4 on Friday. No, 4 on Thursday, actually. It's a really packed schedule with everything else that's going on in the Alsatian Productions channel. So we're trying to schedule World Cup games around other playthroughs. Forrest does a great job of stopping the play. There's actually nothing going on Monday, games-wise. So after Pieces of Pap, this is why World Cup is going to be coming out on Monday. Aguiar moves in and puts it away. Aguiar, 68th minute. Just a great play by him. All right. In fact, what we are going to do is team management, and the Canadians are going to pool Bunbury And then Nash will step in Pascalito. Qatar has the ball. They're going to boot it downfield. Watson's just going to boot the ball back. Pascalito is going to pass it to Unger, who's going to pass it back. And then Pascalito is going to kick the ball out of play so he can get the substitutions on. Canada is going to think more defensively minded for the final few minutes of this match. Just makes perfect sense. Well, not defensively minded, because it's still midfielders and a forward, but rest their two best forwards. Well, Nash gets a goal. Comes off the bench and scores. Magic of the World Cup. Canada 4, Qatar 0. Canada has pretty much sealed their fate to move into the round of 32. Look at this perfect goal by Nash. Look at this. Just catches the ball, fires, gets it over to the goalkeeper, and in the back of the net. Plays like, yeah, let's see. If you're enjoying this World Cup content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win the Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup? Who's going to win the actual FIFA World Cup? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on the play this year so far? Everybody seems to be having a really good time. I'm actually glad to see this. Because it really just didn't feel that way, like, leading up to it. It just felt like, I don't know, this could all end in tears. Especially when FIFA is involved in it. Miller traps the ball. Gets it out to Aguiar, who gets it back out to Nash. Nash is going to run it down, looking for a second goal here. And he puts it away, just lifts it over the goalkeeper's head. But yeah, let's watch this replay. Nash gets the ball at the 50. He's unencumbered the whole way into the 18, gets it on the penalty spot, and just takes the ball in there. Yeah, I really was actually expecting this World Cup to actually be a little bit more of not a mess, but like just, just so not jiving with the way America does things, but everybody seems to be having a really good time. I'm actually really happy and pleasantly surprised to see this. This has actually really been, fantastic for them. I can't be any more pleased with this. Nasser Ali gets it back. Watson passes, and we're into injury time. It's a Qatar throw-in. But no, the game is over. It is 5-0 Canada. Nash gets man of the match. And Forrest gets a clean sheet. So thank you so much for joining me as Canada has 5 goals, 11 attempts on goal, 10 shots on target, no corners, no fouls. Qatar got 5 attempts on goal, 5 shots on target, but could not convert. So once again, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Retro Gaming Weekly World Cup 2026. My name is, as always, Jack Coburn. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified about our next video. And we'll see you next time here on the Alsatian Productions YouTube channel. Have a good one. Bye-bye. This has been a presentation of Alsatian Productions. Yes!